Hammer time. Do hammer time. Oh, Thor hammer time.
Guys, we're in the movie theater in Los Angeles. We just saw Thor, The Dark World. This is Andre, Black Nerd Comedy. I'm Robert Welkner of CoinOpTV doing a vlog. We're upstairs in the balcony. It's the Grove. Look at how nice the Grove is.
Fancy, yeah. It's like the Great Gatsby up in here.
I know, we got like our own set. This may be our new set.
When we do the Grove shots. Yeah, I like it.
So we saw the movie. It's like
Thor,
5 days later. So
5 days later.
You know, if you haven't seen it already and you're gonna see it, we're gonna try not to spoil anything too
We're
crazy.
in a different realm. The reason why we didn't see it opening night because we were in a different realm at the time. But the convergence happened. We came back to this realm. We've seen movies in the future that you guys didn't even see. We already seen the new Star Wars in our realm, the realm we went to. We saw the new Star Wars, we saw Avengers 2. We already know what happens. Spoiler alert. All the Avengers die. Every single last one of them.
It kind of seems like once the camera goes on, we all the things that we've discussed, the format, what we're gonna do, out the window.
Hey man, this is real life. We don't stick to a script. This is what YouTube is all about, right? As you sign up for Google Plus to tell us that.
All right, let's talk about Thor. Now, of course, Chris was back as Thor.
Chris Hemsworth.
We got some shots of his shirt off.
The one man
Couple
that makes
ladies,
me question if
manhood.
I still like girls. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
just like, man, I like the ladies, but there's just one scene where he just is like.
Yeah, his back. It wasn't even like his chest, his back.
This is Thor back right here. This is Thor chest. I'm just like. And I'm like, I'm a man, I don't care. And he walks by, I'm just like,
Yes.
I mean, oh, Natalie Portman. I like Natalie Portman. Yes. Cat Diddings.
Yes, Natalie Portman returns again.
And the other woman, I don't know what her name is, but the fighter one, I like her too. There's a couple of times when Natalie Portman and her looked at each other, and I was waiting for that, but it didn't really happen. But you kind of got a little instance of, I don't like you. Oh, what's this girl doing up in here? This earthling. It's moral. So
So let's talk about the pros and cons.
Pros and cons.
How do you think this compares to the first Thor movie?
I enjoyed this a lot. I mean, there's a lot of action. Would you agree? There's a lot of action in this.
It seems like everything is action-packed now, even dramas. You know?
Sometimes with a lot of action films, especially superhero films, we get a lot of talky talk. There's a lot of like brooding. That's the one thing I like about Thor. I would say that about him. He has his hang-ups of being what he is, but he's never like I wish I wasn't a god. Like he just is like, yeah, I'm a god. I got a hammer that flows around and I shoot, because like Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, all of them are all like, oh, I got these really awesome powers, but I hate myself. It's like Thor's just like, no, I just want to get laid with this woman, and I want
Natalie Portman.
Which is I understand. Natalie Portman. I don't blame you, dude. And he's just like, look, and they're like, hey, be a king, and he's like, no, I got this lady back on Earth, man. I can't be sitting up in this throne. I got things to do. Meanwhile, Loki's all like, please, give me the throne. Please. I want it. I don't have a woman. Give me the throne. See?
It's an Oscar performance here.
Thank you. I'm sure
and scene.
That's the accurate Loki right there.
So yeah, I will agree. Action-packed. Something about Thor that's really good is visually. A lot of his powers are external. The flying, the hammer, electricity.
He flies better than Superman.
He does.
Thor's flight was better than Superman's flight. Man of Steel.
Yeah, he does one of these things where he jumps off a cliff, and you're like, whoa, what's gonna happen? And boom, the hammer comes in, grabs it, and he's on his way.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Loki is back again.
That dude, man.
Big fans of Loki.
I'm a fan of Loki, man. He gets me. He's just all like, yes, you come back for me, brother. Come to gloat. Oh, he is not my father, but you are still my mother. Just like and every single time you're thinking like, Loki's cool now. We're buds. You're just like, no. Always has a trick up his sleeve. That Lokester.
Prankster.
He's a prankster. Mischief. They got a mischief.
You think we'd ever see a Loki spinoff? Would that be, would that be crazy talk?
I know people want it.
Yeah.
I say bring it.
Let's get the Loki origin story movie or something.
Well, that depends. We'll see. Depends on what happens in this, if we might see Loki again or not. Who knows? No spoilers.
Oh, whoa. Now, one of our favorite actors, or at least one of the guys we like currently, Idris, Back again,
Aegis.
and he has a better, he gets out of the, I don't know what that's called, that portal area where he
The
gets
Rainbow Road from Mario Kart.
The Rainbow Road.
Every time I see that pathway, I'm just waiting for like Yoshi and Toad to come driving by, throwing blue shells on it.
So yeah, he's got a little beefier part, gets out of that shell, does a little action, and then he's got a little drama.
He gets to do a little fighting.
Takes the helmet off.
Gets to take the helmet off. You got to show that face now. See that's the difference between Thor 1 and 2. He just got a little upgrade. They're like, hey, we gotta do a scene where Idris takes that thing off so we can look at him and go like, yes, there you go.
There he is.
Just in case someone's watching and goes, who's gonna be the next Black Panther or Green Lantern?
007, the next Doctor Who.
Let's get that close up.
The next Game of Thrones clan.
Can't show his face with that big old helmet. Let's take that off for a second. Show that Idris.
So there's
today.
So
we are canceling the convergence.
So that brings up the storyline is the planets, all the different planets are converging upon one. The universes
are aligning.
Wackiness ensues a couple of times.
Yes.
Would you say that the story held your interest?
I was interested. I was intrigued. I mean, there was some things. It gets a little sappy at times. There's some love story stuff, and there's some, can we trust Loki? Can we not trust Loki? But overall.
Is anybody coming up? Are we okay? We
Like,
have to switch hands. I'm getting I'm a little tired here. The iPhone cops.
You got it. No. I would say the only. Should we get into the con?
Sure. Hey, you're the boss of this.
The con I'm gonna say is that if you're waiting for 2015, holiday 2015 for Star Wars, you don't have to wait. Just see Thor: The Dark World, because pretty much you're in Thor at the beginning and you're at Thor at the end. But there's a good chunk of the middle. You're like, am I watching Star Wars right now? Because Natalie Portman is here, and in the spaceship, you feel like you're watching Star Wars.
The villains kind of almost like Darth Vader.
Darth Vader-esque.
Stormtroopers.
Yes, and then there's a scene that happens. A ship shows up in. I'm sorry, I guess this is maybe semi-spoiler, but a ship shows up on Earth. And the way that it comes in, I am not lying, it is exactly like a scene from Star Trek Into Darkness. I mean, all the way down to how it comes in, what it does when it comes in. I was like, I watched this back in Star Trek Into Darkness. So it's you like Star Trek, you like Star Wars, then you get everything in Thor. You get it all. Which I mean, not necessarily saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that it was just kind of weird that we left the God version for a second for some spaceships flying around and shooting beams of sabers of light.
Sabers of light. Lightsabers of light. Hashtag.
Yes.
All right, so
did you have any?
Do you
have any cons? You're kind of quiet about this. What's up?
Comic book movies are so serious and dramatic and like very stiff to me.
Yes.
I just Thor I'm okay with Thor, but I just wish it had a little more style, a little more visual sort of presence to it, where there was some interesting stuff happening inside the frame, and they didn't just rely on the fact that everybody has shiny outfits and magical powers and stuff.
So you thought it was a pretty picture, but you felt like that there was outside of the world, it felt like a pretty much general action story.
I mean, the last movie I saw was Gravity, which to me, 2013 cinematic masterpiece. And then you come see this, and it's like, all right, we got a tripod. We're gonna have a couple of gods, have a little conversation. Dad's gonna have a crazy eye patch and spout
Marvel
things.
loves their eye patches.
Yeah, they do. They do love the eye patches.
But this is not a Gravity film. You knew that going in. This is.
I don't know. Take that camera off the tripod, run around, give me something that just is like really gut-wrenching cinematography, which I haven't really seen in like any like comic movies outside like Blade is a good example of like we went off the tracks on Blade. It was like all the way off the tracks.
All the way off the tracks.
So I like to see a little off the tracks with some of the stuff.
I will agree to that. Like I said, this follows very simple formulas that we've seen before. It does not excuse it. Doesn't mean it's a bad movie. It just, like you said, it's another film that's out there. There's nothing new about it. There's nothing has changed in the movie industry as a result of it. No one's going to be copying this from other things because it's already copied a bunch of things from
tracing
stuff
over
before it. But it's still enjoyable. It's just just don't expect nothing new. Ron wants something new.
I'm a new guy.
And I can tell you right now, as long as Marvel has got a track to make Avengers 2, and as long as the mouse is over top of that track going, yes, my puppets, you ain't getting nothing new. You're going to get the same old every time. Enjoy episode 7.
So I think in conclusion, because it's almost 10 minutes and my arm is killing me.
Yeah. I'm gonna take it over.
All right, here we go.
There it is.
I can move around now.
Yeah. Here he goes. Okay, you give it the rap? Eminem, yo, what's up?
So I would give Thor: The Dark World.
Oh, like you're the Dark World
3.5 stars.
You're like the yes.
I would say, go see it.
Go see it. All right.
I wasn't blown away.
Wasn't blown away.
But I thought it was cool. Natalie Portman, yo.
I'm very confused. Come back here with your chaos hood. So yes.
Doom shots.
Dark elves. Well, which that's already that is a problem too. You can't really be hardcore if your movie involves elves.
There you go, Nick. Get into character. Give me the review. There you go.
What?
You gotta do a character in your summary.
What the hell are you talking about?
I did a character. I did evil Brooklyn Bobby. Kids, don't you want to see him do a character for the ender here? Give me
Thanks for watching, everybody. Check out CoinOpTV. Like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, like it. Sign up for Google Plus and leave a comment. And that's it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You put me on the spot.
No, I thought you were gonna get into character. Like, I took the phone
go
back
watch
here.
it and whatnot.
There you
Whoa!
go.
Is
there
that
it
what you
is.
want?
There it is.
Am I here to entertain you, folks? Am I here to amuse you?
I'm
a person.
All right, if you've seen Thor already, Thor: The Dark Worlds, let us know in the comments below. Say what's up. Check out Andre's channel, youtube.com/blacknerdcomedy.
Yes.
And, let us know if you like these movie reviews and this wackiness. Wackiness ensues.
Yes. Now we're going to get kicked out. So we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
For Asgard.
Asgard.